Well, hello, everybody. I'm trying something new. I'm, hmm, well, I'm live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. And I'm here right now to see if we can play a little bit. We're going to call it What Would Dorina Make? So if you don't know what to make for dinner, and you know how it is sometimes you just go and you look in the fridge and you're like, crap, what am I going to make? It's like an episode of Chopped. And so what I want to do is say, okay, tell me what you've got in the fridge, and I'll tell you what you can make for dinner. So this is going to be a great chance for us all to just chit chat and we can see what we're going to make for dinner. But I'm here right now, completely at your disposal. I made such a big lunch, and I just talked to Pasquale. I'm like, we're not even close to hungry. I think we're gonna, I don't know, like have a little salad or something later, because that risotto today was so good. But anyway, so today is your chance to ask me. Go in your fridge right now. You don't know what to make tonight, or you don't know what to make tomorrow. Throw me some ingredients and I'll tell you what you can make. What have you got in your fridge that you haven't decided what you're making for dinner yet tonight? So this is a chance for y'all to chit chat. So Charlie, you're making eggplant parm, so you already know what you're making. I'm going to be drinking a lot of water because I ate a lot of risotto with that cheese in it. Now, got to say, when I made that risotto today, I didn't put any salt or pepper in it. It didn't need it. I put the cheese in. Hey, Maggie. And that was plenty of salt. Needed no extra added salt. You know that they say that salt added in cooking or at the table is like less than 10 or 15% of the average American's salt intake. The average American salt intake comes mostly from processed crap. And I'm not just talking about the stuff that is processed, like, I don't know, that cheese powder and mac and cheese or whatever else. I'm talking they've got salt and sugar in everything out there. So watch what you're putting in you. Okay. Oh, Maggie's eating a stir fry that so you're eating an early dinner. It's only 4:20. Well, on the East Coast. I don't know where you are. So who's got some ingredients to test my creative skills out with that I can offer? I know I just did this right now, spur of the moment. So this isn't something you guys could have planned to throw at me. But let's try to have a little fun. Because I've been working on my project that I've been working on, doing interviews for a class I'm taking. I'm building a course for cooking to get your family to the table. So I'm really excited about that. And then, you haven't eaten all day. Well, you're in Virginia, so you're on the East Coast too, and you're fasting. All right. Well, then enjoy that one meal because it better be good. So who's got some things for me? I see there's a bunch of people watching, so this is kind of good. If you're also on, tell me where you're watching from. And hi, Darlene. And if you got some things in the fridge you don't know what to make, throw it at me. We're going to see what would Dorina make tonight out of what you've got in the fridge, Chopped style. I really would love to go on that show. I know for all the years that I had to open the fridge when we got back from soccer practice with all my kids saying I'm starving, and I had to just get home and make dinner in half an hour. So like that risotto today, people think, oh, I get home from work and I can't make dinner. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. There's plenty to do quick. Okay, sorry. I was drinking. Hey, Kathy, good seeing you too. Thank you. So anyway, so who's got a challenge for me to tell me? Actually, if somebody wants to come on, I can bring you on the screen with me, I think, here, because I'm trying a new program. Well, it's not a new program. It's one I used last year. But here it's on StreamYard, and I can actually bring, I think I can bring somebody on. Let me see how I can invite somebody. Who can I invite? Oh, there we go. I've got it ready. So I can invite you to the broadcast if you want to come on with me and talk about food. So if you do, let me know. If you're watching, please, please say hello. Tell me, where you're watching from, because I've got people watching from Facebook and people watching from YouTube. So this is very exciting. I've never gone live from YouTube before. So this is a first, and I'm excited about it. Now, it's not cooking in the kitchen, but it is talking about kitchen. And, so I want to share those things with you guys. So it's kind of exciting. So, if you like it, please, hit me some loves. Don't hit me the thumbs up. Give me some hearts, show me some love. Forget that thing. Hi, Christine. I'm glad to see you're watching from YouTube. It's a whole different ball game, I think. I've never done the YouTube live before, but I'm trying it now. So anyway, so what do you got for me? Anybody have something they can challenge me with? Come on, I just want to play. This is fun. Oh man, it's been a long day, but it's been a fun one. Had some fun making some stuff we did this morning. We just had we had avocado toast this morning. My favorite is I spread the avocado and then thin slices of tomato and cucumber. And this morning, for the first time, the kids love that the everything but the bagel seasoning. It's basically salt and pepper, but it's got the garlic and the onion and the sesame seeds. So I actually used it today. I always leave it there to save it for the kids. I usually just use a little salt and pepper, but boy, that was really good. With one egg on top. Yum. When fried egg gets all gooey, makes a mess. It's not yummy unless it makes a little bit of a mess. So anyway, but where are you all calling for? Where are you all watching from? Does anybody have a challenge for me? Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. I'm getting some other messages. All right. Oh, now I have you craving bagels and lox. No. It's not bagels and lox. It's avocado toast on Ezekiel bread with tomatoes and cucumbers and the bagel seasoning. But that's it's good. You got to try it. It's healthy. Listen, aside from me teaching people how to cook through here, the other thing I hope you all learn is a little bit a little bit of healthy stuff. Okay, Kathy, you've got, difficult to cook for one all the time. I just had this conversation with my husband, and actually, I think I think the reason it's difficult to cook for one is just because it's lonely as much as it is cooking for smaller quantities. But maybe it's because I grew up in a restaurant that, also we had to we're cooking one dish at a time per order, that, I don't have a problem cooking for just the two of us. Where a lot of people complain, because I used to cook for 8 every day. And yes, I love cooking for the whole group and I'm good at it. But I have no problem cooking just for the two of us. It's called kitchen math, just divide and fractions and all that kind of stuff, So anyway, all right. So Kathy has drumstick, celery, cheese, and steak. Okay. Well, what else you got, Kathy, in that refrigerator? Let's see. Cheese. Well, obviously, if you have celery, do you have onions? And do you have any bread? So there's my questions, because then what I will do is question you to see what else you might have, because we always think we've got nothing, and there's always a couple other things. So I'll wait for Kathy to answer me. But if you've got drumstick, celery, cheese, and steak, again, it depends on what else you might have. But I would probably No onion bread, yes. Okay, so you know what you can do. I don't know how thick your steak is, rice and pasta. Um, I would probably take those drumsticks, and then you've got wait, let me see, what did you say? Hold on. Celery, cheese, and steak. Okay, so you gotta tell me what kind of cheese it is, and, do you have any carrots? So here's what I would do. I would take those breadcrumbs and I would maybe chop up that celery really fine, mix it in with the breadcrumbs. If you don't have any onion, just use some the celery for some flavor. In your breadcrumbs with a little salt and pepper. And if you have any grated cheese, if that's the kind of cheese you have, or even some shredded cheese, if it's mozzarella or some other kind of cheese, but hopefully it's grated cheese. Parmesan and mozzarella, perfect. Okay, take that Parmesan cheese, mix it with the breadcrumbs, chop up the celery really fine, mix that in with the breadcrumbs too, a little salt and pepper, garlic, push a couple pieces of garlic through if you have a garlic press, and flavor your breadcrumbs. Now you're going to, this is all in a little bowl, you're going to mix in some olive oil. You're going to take those drumsticks, you're going to put them in a baking dish, and then whatever other vegetable you have. If by chance you have some carrots or a potato, cut them up. If not, just the drumsticks is fine too. You can drizzle a little teeny bit of oil, rub a little oil on the drumsticks, put them in your baking dish, sprinkle them with the breadcrumbs liberally, and just bake them like that. So then you've got a bread encrusted um, chicken drumsticks. You can also, if you want to dip them in egg and then roll them in the breadcrumbs and bake them like that as well, you can make it a little bit heftier. But if you don't have any eggs, you just grease them up. And the oil that you put in the breadcrumbs helps them crisp up and you get a nice crispy coating on the top of the drumsticks. And then if you have, like I said, if you have any carrots or potatoes or any other root vegetables, you can cut them up, put them around the potatoes and around the chicken and do the same thing. And then, whoops, I just enlarged there we go. Oh, I hear a dog. Um, and then you said you also had steak. I would save the steak for tomorrow. Or if you want to cook it all tonight for tomorrow, you can treat the steak the same way. You can also bread it or cut it. I would, if I was doing it together, if you wanted to do this all together, then I would take the steak and do it all, like cut it into smaller strips and put it in with the chicken and do the same thing, or in a different pan maybe because they're going to cook different times. Zucchini is good. I wouldn't put the zucchini in with the chicken right away. What I would do is put it in a separate pan because the zucchini will cook faster than the chicken. Put the zucchini in the separate pan and put the breadcrumb concoction on top of the zucchini as well. But I would also add a little bit of shredded mozzarella on top. That's really good. It's a quickie. I call that actually my unstuffed zucchini because that's most of my zucchini stuffing recipe except for the zucchini. I usually use onions, but like I said, the chopped celery in there will add a little flavor, but just chop it small and put that on top of the zucchini, and it's a good flavor, and it's just something different. It gives you a little texture because zucchini is kind of, gets soft, and then the crispy breadcrumbs on top is really good. So then I would do that for dinner tonight. Save the steak and have the steak and some pasta or a steak, and tomorrow I would make a steak and cheese sandwich for lunch. Boom. Or steak and eggs for breakfast if you have eggs. I don't know if you have eggs. So anyway, so how's that for an idea? I hope that helps somebody somewhere. You know what? Since it's nighttime, I would say stay. You know what? For tonight, you could have the drumsticks and the zucchini would make a nice little dinner. I would save the rice and pasta and have that during the day tomorrow. Have your carbs early in the day, and in the evening have more of the the proteins and the vegetables. It's healthier to eat that way. That way you're not going to bed with a lot of carbs in your tummy. So, anybody else? That was fun. I hope that helped you, Kathy. Anyone else? All right. So, since we just went through this with Kathy, I am going to tell everybody one thing. Keep celery, onions, and carrots always in your fridge. Always, or well, you don't keep the onions in the fridge, but always have carrot, celery, and onions. That is the important trifecta. If you have those things, you can do just about anything. It's a great base for anything. So it's one of the things you should always have in your fridge and pantry: celery, carrots, and onions. Onions, carrots, and celery. Carrots. I usually say carrots, celery, onion. But anyway. All right. Anyone else have a challenge for me to think about what I can make you guys can make for dinner tonight? You know what's really cool about doing this? I can actually post on here at the same time. Look at that. Boom. Hello everyone. I can talk to you guys. I can also, you know what's cool? I can put things. Wait, how do I do it? It's been a while. Oh, a banner. Um, I can write on the screen. Let's see. I'm trying something here. Did it work? I'm working. Oh no, it comes out as add banner. Let's see. I'm playing. This is fun. Scroll across bottom. Add banner. Isn't working. I don't know. This is kind of crazy. Oh, there you go. Check that out. Is that the coolest or what? I can remind you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then I can take it off. Wow, I feel so, cool. This is fun. Okay. So let's go back to the comments. All right. Maria, hi. You made the orange risotto. Have you eaten it yet? Have you tried it? How is it? I just thought it was so good. In fact, I ate too much of it. I shouldn't have eaten that last extra couple bites. We just made that today. We made the orange risotto, everybody. So it's on my Facebook page live. It'll be on YouTube soon as we get it shifted over there too. So you'll be able to see it in both places. But it came out really, really good. Hi, Mary. How are you? This is fun. I'm saying hi to everybody because I'm at the desk, not far across the kitchen. So, Mary, do you have ingredients that you don't know what to do with? So today we're challenging me. So if you have stuff that you don't know what to cook, oh, I'm glad you liked it, Maria. It was very good. It was refreshing and yet very filling, but also very refreshing, I thought. I liked the addition of the fennel I put in it today. That was really good. You don't have to add that, but it was yummy. So who's got another challenge? Anybody have stuff? Look in your refrigerator. You don't know what to do. Let me help you. And does anybody have any kitchen questions in general? I'm right here. And I think that I could even invite you onto the screen. Does anybody want to come on screen with me and play around? This afternoon, you know what? Pasquale's still working. I'm done with my stuff for the day, so I'm playing. So you guys are playing with me. Does anybody want to come on screen with me and talk about food? Come on, somebody tell me yes. I'm waiting. And if you do, then I can send you a link. Copy to clipboard. I can have up to 10 people on screen at once. Okay. This is cool. So, who's going to come on with me? Let's see. Who can I bother? So, who's still here? I don't know who's on right now, so I can't just put you on the spot, but I will. Anyone? All right. Well, let's talk about I don't know. Is anybody going to talk with me? Let me take these glasses off. Oh, had those on all day and they glare here. So, I can't even see all your, well, I can't read, but that's okay. But anyway, all right. Well, if nobody wants to play with me, I'm going to go sit in the corner and cry. And no, I am going to talk about something very interesting. So this, it was actually this morning or was it yesterday morning? Pasquale and I were talking. Somebody was talking about their picky eating kids, and all of a sudden it hit me. I'm like, I wonder, if babies who are breastfed and whose mothers eat like a good wide variety of foods, are they less picky eaters as kids? So of course I had to go research it and look it up. And through like Harvard or Johns Hopkins, one of the big things. Oh, bye, Maria. Good to see you. They said that yes, in fact, they tend to be less picky about what they eat because they've been exposed to the flavors, because mother's milk has multiple flavors in it determined by what we eat. And babies that are, drinking formula right from the start, they're getting one flavor. Gosh, how boring is that? But that's also not expanding their palate any. So, just throwing it out there, I'm by no means one of those people that says you got to do one thing or another, or, you're horrible. But it is really a good thing. It's cheaper. It's healthier for you and the baby. Actually lessens a mother's chances of breast cancer by like a gajillion. That's my number. And then I found, and then you got less picky eaters. That's a good thing too, because it makes your life easier as a mom when you're trying to make meals that everybody's going to eat. So, that's that. I had to put that in the family group chat, and one of my sons was like, "Thanks, Mom. That was, way to ruin it for me," or something like that. Sometimes you can't talk about things with your boys, but it was pretty funny. So anyhow, all right. Well, on that note, if I have no other challenges today, then I'm just going to leave it as it is. But I would love to do this every once in a while. Can at least you tell me, do you think this is a good idea to maybe have a little, conversational chopped going on here every now and then, throw your questions at me and see what we can come up with for you to make for dinner. Maybe I should do it earlier in the day. If you'll comment and let me know, I'd appreciate it. All right, no matter when you watch this video, whether you watch it, how do I keep vegetables fresh in the refrigerator to last longer? It depends on the video. It depends on the video. Listen, I'm reading video. It depends on the vegetables, okay? And also, so pay attention to, okay, you go shopping, you know that there's vegetables that last longer, like carrots will last longer. Carrots and celery last a good long time in your drawer in the refrigerator. Your greens, your kale will last longer than your spinach, and things like that. So when you go shopping, plan your meals around which things are going to go bad first, okay, that lasts the least. And also pay attention to your vegetables in the refrigerator as the days progress. And notice that, oh gosh, the green peppers has a spot on it. Let me make stuffed peppers today, or let me make, pasta with peppers and onions or something like that. So it's part of it is paying attention to what you've got. Now, there are different ways to keep your vegetables fresh longer. I take them and put them in, I have resealable silicone bags. And sometimes, depending on what the vegetable is, I put one, no kidding, probably like a teaspoon or something's worth of one drop of water in there to give it moisture and seal it. And that seems to help them stay a little bit longer. I have actually found that, I did research all this stuff one time. And one of the things was like to keep your leafy greens fresh longer. And it did work. But I got to tell you, also have to be realistic. It was a pain in the neck, because the best way to keep your greens was to have wash them so then they're slightly damp, and roll them in like a kitchen towel and put them in the refrigerator like that, and it keeps them crisp. That's fine and dandy, but you know what? We shouldn't need to be buying so much at a time that we need to keep that much stuff, because I did it a couple of times, but it was time consuming and it took up space in the refrigerator. So you also have to think about how things stay longer, but also what's going to be comfortable and convenient and not a pain in the neck. So what I tend to do, if I get, like, let's just say the green peppers are on sale and I buy a whole bunch of them. Well, they're not going to all last unless I have green peppers 3-4 days in a row for that time. So one of the things I do is, for example, if I had a lot of green peppers, in fact, I started doing this, 30 years ago when I had one of my early gardens when I first got married, had actually had tons of green peppers. So what I did was I cleaned them I took out the seeds, I made the cup, and then I froze them like that in plastic, in my Tupperware or whatever plastic containers or Ziploc bags. And I had them ready. They were already cleaned and cut, the top cut off and the inside cleaned out. They were ready to make stuffed peppers. I also took some of them and cut them into strips because you can go to the grocery store and buy bags of strips of peppers. Well, why? Just buy some beautiful fresh ones and freeze them yourself. And then when you're doing a stir fry or you need some for your peppers and onions to go with your eggs or your sausage or as a pasta or something, you take a handful out and you just throw them in the pan and they're fine like that. They're not good raw on a salad that way. So the first couple days, use a couple pieces on a raw salad. But if you have more than you need, or just before you see them starting to go bad in the refrigerator, you're like, and you're not going to be able to use them before they go bad, cut them in little pieces and put them in the freezer, so that they're ready to use to throw in a soup or a chili or whatever it is, whether it's peppers, whether it's onions, whether it's any other vegetable that you have. Bananas. Let me tell you something. Your bananas are going bad. And say you only have one. So most people I know throw that one bad banana away because that's not enough to make banana bread. Guess what? Throw it in a Ziploc freezer bag and put it in the freezer. And then when you have another one, and when you have 5, you can make some banana bread. I usually, they say about a cup of, rotten bananas makes your banana bread. I usually use about 6. I always use extra. But anyway, I wait till they get, so if it's going to go bad, I've got 2 of them on my counter right now, just 2, waiting to get, they're almost black. One's black and one's almost black, and they're going in the freezer. But they may not go in the freezer because I actually have a small bag with a few bananas in it in the freezer. So I'm probably going to take those out and make something banana this week. But anyway, I have tons of bags in the freezer that have different things in them, and I use them at different times. So that's the best way I can recommend. I don't know how much that helps you right now without getting into specific vegetables. I will tell you, do not put fresh basil in the refrigerator. It will turn brown within a day. Fresh basil, put it in a cup on the counter with some water and let it grow, and it'll last you a lot longer than it would in the refrigerator. Parsley, on the other hand, does better in the refrigerator. You can put that in a cup in the refrigerator with a little bit of water in it and put like a plastic bag over it, and that's how parsley will stay the best. But parsley also does stay very nicely in my silicone bags with just a drop of water in the bottom. So, which is, I guess, kind of the same thing. So, is there any specific vegetable that you were concerned about, Kathy? Anybody else have a question or anything? Nothing? Well, you guys just know it all then. I've got people watching, so let me know if you're there. Say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. I would love to take, does somebody want to call in or jump on? I will give you my phone number. We can have a phone call. And we can have a phone question here. Anybody want to call in? My phone is, I better make sure it's not on, how about garlic? Hi, Hillary. All right. And hi, Roberta. Roberta. Hold on here. Let's see here. Yeah, my phone number, you guys tell me. Hillary, watching from Norfolk, England. Cheater LaMotta. What, you just want me to bring his name on here? Because I'll bring him on any time and get him to sing. That's what I should do. Thank you for suggesting, or sort of not really suggesting it, but giving me that idea. Anyway, okay, so let's see here. All right, first question here was, let me go back. Celery root. Okay, I got to tell you, celery root, I know it's a root vegetable, and you can treat it as such. I have not really used celery root. It's also called celeriac or whatever, how you say it. But I haven't used that much. But I will get some and we will try it. How's that? So I'm sorry, I'm not really that's not an Italian thing, but, or at least I don't, actually, you know what? I should look it up and see what it's called in Italian. I'll let you know. So I will come back on that for you, Roberta. Garlic, I keep it in a little jar on my kitchen counter. I have a garlic jar that has little holes in it so it can breathe, but you keep a lid on it. You want to keep it in a dark place. Once they start to, start growing, you want to pull that little green thing out. Supposedly it's kind of bitter. I've cooked, so on occasion I've just left the green piece in the middle, but you're supposed to pull it out. Don't keep garlic in the refrigerator. It's no good for it. It makes it go bad quick. You want to keep it dry and dark. Oatmeal, almond milk, frozen chicken breast. Well, that's easy. Take your frozen chicken breast and defrost it. If you have to defrost it quickly, put it in some, lukewarm water in the kitchen sink, not loose, like in the plastic bag. Let it defrost. But I have actually cooked frozen chicken. Okay. But if you can defrost it a little bit, enough that you can slice it into pieces, you can, I don't know, do you have any eggs, Keith? If you have some eggs, I would use the oatmeal as a crust. I've actually made, chicken like cutlets. I ground up the put the oatmeal in the food processor, break it down so it's not so big, and use it like almost like you would like a cornflake kind of crust, and it makes a really nice crust on the chicken. If you want to use that, the almond milk, I mean, you could actually soak the chicken in the almond milk if that helps any, and if it helps the oatmeal stick to it better. But if not, I would use egg if you have it. That would make the oatmeal stick better. The almond milk, have a glass of it on the side. I'm glad to see somebody's watching from England, though. That's cool. Give Cheer a call. Give Cheer a call. Gosh, I wonder if I could. I'm sure he would love to hear from you. Yes, I know. I talk to him all the time. So I have to share with the rest of the people that are watching. Ciro Lamotta is one of my dear friends in Naples. He's one of my drivers. He does tours on the Amalfi Coast, and all that area, Positano and Amalfi and then Pompeii and all, about Mount Vesuvius and all this stuff. And, but he's also done, some driving for some of my guests for some of my trips, not to mention we just go out to eat and get a coffee whenever I'm there. So he's the best, and he's extremely handsome, and he sings. What more do you want from an Italian guy? Okay. So anyway, he's the best. So if anybody ever needs a tour guide in Napoli area, let me know. I'll hook you up with my man. He also has a lot of wonderful people that work with him. So whether you get him or one of his guys, it's always a good deal. Hi, Anna. How are you? So this is awesome. This has been a lot of fun. So the question we came on here today to start with was, if you have stuff in your fridge, and you don't know what to make, throw me some ingredients and I will help you decide what to make. And then also want to know if anybody would be interested in, me doing this once in a while, and giving you guys a chance to have some fun testing me, but also to get some ideas in case you actually don't know what to make for dinner and you only have crap in the fridge that you don't feel like cooking, or that you're burnt out and don't know what to do. In fact, what possessed me to come with this idea was a couple weeks ago, my son called me and he's like, I don't feel like going to the grocery store. I got nothing here to eat. I got nothing to make. And I'm like, well, what do you got? He goes, I've got, this. He just told me a couple things that he had. And so then I started asking him a couple questions, and then he had like a couple more things. He's like, I found an onion or found whatever it was. So he ended up making a pot of chili. He actually had ground beef. He did have in the back of the cabinet, he found 1 can of beans. He had some tomatoes. He had a few other vegetables, which aren't necessarily always in your standard chili, but he made a nice chili with some vegetables in it, and it was really good. He was happy. So that was, what we got to throw together for him. So if anybody has anything, please tell me right now what's in your refrigerator. That would be awesome for you to share that with me. Also, please send me some hearts and some hugs and some love, and let me know, where, if you're on and where you're watching from and all that. So today's the first time ever that I'm live streaming from Dorina's Kitchen on Facebook and on YouTube, using lovely StreamYard, which I love working with, and we're doing some cool stuff. So anybody else have any We got about 5 more minutes before I gonna go off the air and go hang out with the hubby for Friday night. But aw, thanks for all the hearts and oh, shamrocks, Hillary, thank you. Wait, you said you're in Norfolk, England. You're not in Ireland, but that's okay. Um, anybody interested in going to Italy with me this year? I've got some trips going in May, June, July, and October. So very excited about that. We're traveling again, taking people to my village of Roseto Valfortore, and which is also Anna Finelli on here. It's your town too. Um, so we take people there to show them our history and to teach you what the Roseto effect is all about. If you don't know what that is, go to dorinaskitchen.com and hit Roseto effect button there and it'll tell you what it is. But that's where we're from, and that's where we show you not just how to cook, but also how to live. So it's kind of cool. Oh, you're from Hillary's from Northern Ireland, and now you live in Norfolk, England. Is that what you said? Wait a minute. Now it's oh Norfolk. Okay, I was right. I'm like, there's a Norfolk, Virginia here. So anyway, so well, Hillary, if you want to come on a really cool trip, we go to a peasant village, we do cooking classes, we tour around and hang out and do things that only real Italians do. So if you want to go on a trip there, I'm the one to talk to. And then, of course, we'll make sure you see Churro on the way too, because he's the best. Okay. Anybody want to come on live with me for the last 5 minutes? If you do, I'll send you a link and you can jump on this screen here with me. Calling once, calling twice. All right. Well, anyway, start planning. I'm thinking that maybe a little earlier on Fridays might be a fun time to do this, or maybe Monday. You know what? We've eaten all the food on the weekend, and Monday we're like, I haven't gone to the grocery store yet, or I don't know. Give me some suggestions, people who's watching. You know, it's a really, really fun thing to do, but I love it when I have suggestions from you guys. You know, so please either write in or send me messages. You can send me a private message. I'm really, you know, counting on you guys. I want to give you what you want from me. So I need your help. So tell me if you think that this, you know, test me, you know, what would Dorina make thing would be a fun thing to do once in a while. Or if you think it's kind of dorky, then I won't do it again. But I don't know. I think it's fun. So, and maybe we'll do some of them in the kitchen. Hi, Kathy. So, Kathy, what we've been doing is testing me or helping people who have stuff and don't know what to make with it. You know, kind of like just before you got to go to the grocery store. Can I sing? Not like Chiro. And right now I'm still got a little frog in my throat still. I just got over COVID. So I still, like you can hear, I have a little bit of a raspy voice. So I don't know if it's a sexy raspy voice or just, you know, you know, I'm going to cough in the middle of a song, but you know, one of these days, maybe I'll sing a few lines. That would be pretty funny. Now singing together with Chiro, I think he'll make anybody sound good. But anyway, maybe I'll get him on an interview call with me here. That would be a good time. But anyway, Kathy, I was saying that, you know, so we've had some people, actually another Kathy, you know, gave me a couple ingredients that they had, and I told, you know, came up with some suggestions for what to make. So, you know, that would be, you know, how I can help you guys, and then how you guys can help me by, you know, for me, it's entertaining and challenging. And for you guys, maybe I can help you decide what to make for dinner. So that's that. So Hillary, send me like a private message and we can chat about getting to Italy. Maybe we can go together. That would be fun. I'll tell you about my trips. And what else? So I think it is 5:00 and we've been here for a while. So I'm going to let you guys go and enjoy your Friday evening, unless anybody has any last requests. But I have a last request. you're on Facebook or on YouTube, please do me the kindest of favors and, you know, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dorina's Kitchen. Hit the little bell on both the YouTube and the Facebook. You'll know when I come live. And that way, there's no question because I'm going to be coming on at different times. I'm testing some things out to see what the best times are. So I'm also looking at your personal suggestions, what time you prefer seeing me come on. And, that's that. So we're going to try to make this the best thing we can make it. I may be doing, a couple lives and I may record a few so I can put things on at different times. So we'll see. So I'm always striving to be, oh, honey, I'm already on Chiro's page. I'm on it. I'm on like speed dial with him, baby. So anyhow, God, you're making me laugh. Or just get it, never mind. So anyway, I'm looking forward to doing a lot more things this year. So I hope to see you all soon and have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you guys for being here and watching, all of you that are still here. And I hopefully will talk to you guys soon. Ciao, ciao.